So this afternoon I came out and I noticed footprints underneath my camera, which is where they usually hide when they don't want to be seen. And as I'm looking at the footprints, there's this guy. Is this the guy responsible for the footprints? He seemed rather suspicious, so I made sure to videotape him. We are not safe in our own neighborhood. Our own neighbors are against us. I have seen this guy around before, and there used to be somebody that hid behind one of these houses up front when I first moved in. So we haven't been safe since we got here. I don't know what the problem is or why the church is against us or the neighbors are against us, but it seems a little unfair that I sacrifice myself for this country and they treat me like I'm not an American. We are law-abiding citizens. The worst we have is a difference of opinion. So these people need to stop. It's not right and it's not fair. And if it was being done to them, they would not allow it. So I'm wondering if that guy is responsible for the footprints down here. So somebody came up to this window last night after 2:30 a.m. You can see their print. So I'll show you how they walked. That's mine right there around the edges. But you can see right here, that's where it starts. And then you can see the footprint. You can see the boot print or the shoe print. And they walked over here. You can see the footprint from there. And right here. So they went over this way and came back this way and tried to go over their footprint on their way back. So they came all the way over here to this window. And of course you lose them over here. I don't know if they went back this way. And I don't know, maybe that guy was the guy because it was just kind of odd how he came up. So yeah, I'd say since that's a heel print right there, that's a front print right there. And then they stood here because the camera's right here. And so they went along the wall, probably to avoid triggering the camera somehow. Or they pulled the battery out somehow. That's my only blind spot. And there was a lot of weird things going on yesterday with the people from this house and this lady from this house. Now I saw on a Sunday during church hours that the post office delivered a package here, an identical package up there to that house on the corner, and then there was another package, same identical package that was delivered to this house down here with the beige SUV right there. So all three of them got a package right at the same time, an identical package. And you know that car was just coming up for me, that's why they swung around. Probably so was that red one. So yeah, this is the house Isaiah Hadlock lived in. He's a super, I have nothing against Trump voters. Not all Trump voters are assholes. This one's an asshole. He is a super Trump, super Mormon, like extremist on both ends. And he was the one that would walk across and come over here and hassle my camera. Funny how his house went up for sale as soon as I contacted the FBI. Then the people who moved in are also watching me. So, and he barely lived here a year. So it was very odd that I mean, it wasn't odd to me. I expected it because he is very much an extremist. And I'm sure that he's the pinpoint, that's the problem that started all the harassment. Because he probably heard me outside talking about how much I don't like Trump. Just because I don't like Trump doesn't mean I think all Trump voters are bad people. I don't. And I don't think that all Trump voters are up to no good. But the ones that are harassing me are the group of people that are up to no good. That I do know for a fact. Yeah, so that was last night after 2:30 a.m., which is when I stopped watching the cameras. And I noticed that everybody that walked by yesterday that I posted, all were looking at this window. So I'm very much concerned about my safety and the safety of my son. I mean, it's not right that I have to live like this. I've lost someone I thought was a really good friend because she started talking crazy, so I had to put a kibosh on that right away. And I've had conflict with family because of this crap. Good. It's not right. Saw you at Target the other day. Huh? I saw. As I was outside talking to some neighbors that I'm hoping are okay people, who knows these days, our friendly neighbor from across the way in my blind spot just happened to have to come to the garbage can at that very specific time. So we got a visit from our friendly neighbor, and I told them, do not trust that guy.